Alright, here we go. Frame's covered, tailgate sanded, hinges, box is all masked off. I'm not worried about underneath because it's getting another coat of paint. But that's it in a nutshell. She's ready to go. Just going to mix up some paint and let her go. So this is some old tintable rust paint that I bought years ago to color the Jeep with. Still good, a few lumps in there, it's all stirred in. Just using some Nason full base reducer and a little bit of hardener. Had really good luck with it in the past. I'm going to mix it up, give her a spray. Alright, this is where we're at. A little bit of paint went on it the other day and just bolting it back on the frame and put some of the plating back on it. Mounted the tailgate. We'll put the seal on the tailgate afterwards. That's the front of the trailer. There's a piece of aluminum plate I have to put on yet. That goes on the front next. And then we'll do the hitch after that and get some wiring in it. These places that had the holes, big holes like tail lights and such on these old corners, we just made up patches put over top. We're going to do the same right here. And then that might eventually get used for a fuel tank underneath, but for now we're just going to cover it. On the back, this corner came off a CJ8 from a friend, and this old hole that's cut in it, we're just going to put a patch over top of that once we're done, and we'll go with that for now. Fender flares will go on after I get all the plating mounted. We'll see how it comes. This is the Ford rim, come off an old pickup truck that we're going to make fit my Jeep. All we're going to do is we're going to use the spare hub to make sure that the hole is right. And we're just going to turn this thing out in this big old lathe. Okay, so this is kind of nifty. The typical board gauge, just going for a touch. Just lightly touches on the way through. That's all we need. That's it. Okay. Back to the rim that we're working on the lathe here. You can see after we set the gauge, still got about a 1/4 inch to open it up yet. Right, so the fuel hose and filler doors here are pretty self-explanatory. That's an old YJ fuel door, whatever, fuel cap, and the neck on the back of it came off a YJ. This is just a door we made up. It's got a coil of hose inside and a switch, which you probably can't see, to run the 12-volt fuel pump to transfer fuel. So this is enough fuel line that it reaches easily the side of my Jeep, so I can fill it up right there in any parking lot anywhere. The tank holds about 20 liters total, just enough to put 3/4 of a tank of fuel on board. The inlet and outlet for the water, which are right here, this is your standard garden hose. Threads onto here. That's a male fitting. The garden hose threads onto it. We just simply hang a hook up here on the side, coil up the hose, got a nozzle on it. The pump is pressure switched like a regular RV, so it just pressurizes and shuts itself off. We leave the hose hanging right here. We just use it anytime we need it. And of course, obviously this just fills it up, so you put a garden hose on it, fill it up. There's a vent up inside the up inside the fender, which allows the tank for the water, which is hard to see, it's buried. Holds about 6.5 gallons of water. It's just enough for 3 or 4 days of off-grid camping. It's perfect for us.
All right, there's our Jeep. You can just see the red or orange of my kayak on Jeff's Jeep. They have to come down here through that puddle. And this is the way into the campsite. Let's see. Yeah, puppy.